Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Adding information or detail. A discussion that provides additional information. The act of increasing something in size or volume or quantity or scope. A function expressed as a sum or product of terms. The expansion of a plus b squared as a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Adding information or detail. Marked by elaborately complex detail. A discussion that provides additional information. Developing in intricate and painstaking detail. Addition of extra material or illustration or clarifying detail. An elaboration of the sketch followed. The result of improving something. A discussion that provides additional information. The act of increasing something in size or volume or quantity or scope. A photographic print that has been enlarged. The state of being enlarged. The act of increasing something. The amount by which something increases. They proposed an increase of 15% in the fare. The act of increasing something. He gave me an increase in salary. A quantity that is added. A process of becoming larger or longer or more numerous or more important. The increase in unemployment. A change resulting in an increase. The increase is scheduled for next month. Become bigger or greater in amount. The amount of work increased. Make bigger or more. The boss finally increased her salary. The management of someone or something. The treatment of water sewage. An extended communication, often interactive, dealing with some particular topic. His treatment of the race question is badly biased. Care provided to improve a situation, especially medical procedures or applications that are intended to relieve illness or injury. A manner of dealing with something artistically. His treatment of space borrows from Italian architecture. Talk at length and formally about a topic. Carry on a conversation. An address of a religious nature, usually delivered during a church service. An extended communication, often interactive, dealing with some particular topic. To consider or examine in speech or writing. Extended verbal expression in speech or writing. An exchange of views on some topic. We had a good discussion. An extended communication, often interactive, dealing with some particular topic. The book contains an excellent discussion of modal logic. Mathematics. A mathematical relation such that each element of a given set, the domain of the function, is associated with an element of another set, the range of the function. The actions and activities assigned to or required or expected of a person or group. The function of a teacher. Perform as expected when applied. Mathematics. A mathematical relation such that each element of a given set, the domain of the function, is associated with an element of another set, the range of the function. A vaguely specified social event. A seemingly endless round of social functions. Serve a purpose, role, or function. The table functions as a desk. What something is used for. The function of an auger is to bore holes. A set sequence of steps, part of larger computer program. Perform duties attached to a particular office or place or function. A formal or official social gathering or ceremony. It was a black tie function. A relation such that one thing is dependent on another. Height as a function of age. Mathematics. A mathematical relation such that each element of a given set, the domain of the function, is associated with an element of another set, the range of the function. Plan, delineate, or arrange in detail. Map one's future. To establish a mapping of mathematical elements or sets. A diagrammatic representation of the Earth's surface, or part of it. Depict as if on a map. Sorrow was mapped on the mother's face. Explore or survey for the purpose of making a map. We haven't even begun to map the many galaxies that we know exist. Locate within a specific region of a chromosome in relation to known DNA or gene sequences. Map the genes. Make a map of. Show or establish the features of details of. Map the surface of Venus. Mathematics. A mathematical relation such that each element of a given set, the domain of the function, is associated with an element of another set, the range of the function. Genetics. The process of locating genes on a chromosome. Mathematics. A mathematical relation such that each element of a given set, the domain of the function, is associated with an element of another set, the range of the function. A quantity added, e.g. to make up for a deficiency. The act of supplementing. The act of adding notes. The act of adding notes. A comment or instruction, usually added. The act of supplementing. The act of supplementing. The amount of increase in signal power or voltage or current expressed as the ratio of output to input. Addition of extra material or illustration or clarifying detail. A few remarks added in amplification and defense. Electronics. The act of increasing voltage or power or current. A discussion, spoken or written, that enlarges on a topic or theme at length or in detail. Elaboration of an interpretation by the use of decorative, sometimes fictitious, detail. The mystery has been heightened by many embellishments in subsequent retellings. The act of adding extraneous decorations to something. A superfluous ornament. Decorative needlework. Elaboration of an interpretation by the use of decorative, sometimes fictitious, detail. The most direct or specific meaning of a word or expression. The class of objects that an expression refers to. The extension of satellite of Mars is the set containing only Demos and Phobos. An addition that extends a main building. Amount or degree or range to which something extends. The wire has an extension of 50 feet. An addition to the length of something. The spreading of something, a belief or practice, into new regions. An additional telephone set that is connected to the same telephone line. An educational opportunity provided by colleges and universities to people who are not enrolled as regular students. A string of characters beginning with a period and followed by one or more letters. The optional second part of a PC computer file name. Most applications provide extensions for the files they create. Act of expanding in scope, making more widely available. Extension of the program to all in need. Act of stretching or straightening out a flexed limb. A mutually agreed delay in the date set for the completion of a job or payment of a debt. They applied for an extension of the loan. The ability to raise the working leg high in the air. The dancer was praised for her uncanny extension. Exercise designed to extend the limbs and muscles to their full extent. Act of expanding by lengthening or widening. The act of expanding by pressure from within. The state of being stretched beyond normal dimensions. The act of expanding by pressure from within. The state of being stretched beyond normal dimensions. The act of expanding an aperture. The dilation of the pupil of the eye. A lengthy discussion, spoken or written, on a particular topic. A general and progressive increase in prices. In inflation, everything gets more valuable except money. Lack of elegance as a consequence of being pompous and puffed up with vanity. Cosmology. A brief exponential expansion of the universe, faster than the speed of light, postulated to have occurred shortly after the Big Bang. The act of filling something with air. A photographic print that has been enlarged. Making to seem more important than it really is. The act of expanding something in apparent size. The ratio of the size of an image to the size of the object. The act of expanding an aperture. The state of being stretched beyond normal dimensions.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.